Well, hello, Young and the Restless Daily Recap fans. Today's daily recap is for Wednesday, October the 12th, 2022. Wednesday, October 12th, 2022. Well, let's get right down to business. On the Young and the Restless, we had Billy catching up to Chelsea in the park. He knew right where to find her. And she's just sitting there, just, oh, like it's such a beautiful day. And let me see, are any kids in the park? Is especially my son, Johnny? Is he in the park? Because who cares where Connor might be? See, Connor might be just at the baseball field down the block, and Chelsea's not going to be there. She's at the park, hoping Johnny is going to be there with his class. As if the class goes to the park every day, Chelsea. That was for a project, Chelsea. So Billy, oh, he rolls up on her and she's smiling. And he goes, Chelsea. And she's looking like, yeah. And he goes, what are you doing here? Well, it's a beautiful day. And I just thought I'd stay out here, come to the park. And he goes, no, you were hoping to be at the park to ambush my son. Huh? Well, it was a beautiful day. And so he goes, yeah, Johnny told me what you did. No, Billy, really, honestly, it was an accident. I didn't know he was here. See, you cannot trust a word out of Chelsea's mouth. Remember, she was a con artist. She was a con artist. What do you mean? I didn't know he was here. You left the coffee house after hearing him telling his father the class was meeting at the park for a project. You're lying through your teeth, and you don't understand why people aren't believing you, liar. Okay? And he goes, oh, no. I did not even know. And what was I supposed to do? Walk away? Yeah, Chelsea, he didn't see you. Johnny's back, even though Billy wasn't there. But Johnny said, I didn't even know. She came up behind me. Johnny, hi, Johnny. And so Billy says, oh, no. That's not how he told it. He didn't want to talk to you. And you kept on insisting. You kept on pushing. You want him to bond with Connor as brothers. He told you, he told you, we told you, he doesn't want anything to do with you. And he told you himself. And here you are. This is a public park. It's a public park. I can come to the park. And by the way, when I look into Johnny's eyes, I see a connection between us. I see a connection. I'm allowed to have a connection. I'm allowed to care about him. And he goes, that is absolutely not the agreement. Bottom line, I'm going to protect my son by any means necessary. And she's looking at him. She goes, and when she goes, when I look in his eyes, I feel a connection. I was thinking, when before the park, before the pool, before the pool meeting, when has she looked into Johnny's eyes before? When? And even at the pool, Johnny wasn't looking at he's ready to cannonball into the pool. He barely said hello to Chelsea, barely. So what do you mean when I look into his eyes, I see a connection? What? In your dreams, chick? What? And Billy's like, oh, no. Like he's just on no certain terms. And she was just that, well, I am allowed to, whoa, you're not allowed to do anything. You're allowed to keep your distance, period. I just wanted to make sure he was okay. I just wanted to talk to see, no. And they told her specifically, do not talk to him. And she was going to do what she wanted to do. And she did. And I'm happy Billy didn't give her any leeway on that whatsoever. My son is upset now because of you. Well, that's not my intention. That's not what I wanted. That's not what I meant. Oh, shut up, Chelsea. You don't even know what you want. What do you want for lunch, girl? What you want? She don't know nothing. So anyway, oh my goodness, that was funny. We have Audra. Audra goes into the car. Oh, she sees Allie sitting at the table. Well, hello. I had, fancy seeing you here. Oh, I see by the empty chair, and she's standing behind it, across from Allie, across the table. There's an empty chair. I see by the empty chair that Noah doesn't have enough time to come spend with you. And Allie just looked at her and she says, oh, being a busy nightclub owner, uh, both of us have jobs. Both of us are busy. However, we spend every break we can with each other. We spend a lot of time with each other. And so then, they go to another scene. And then when they finally come back to them, Allie has gotten her coffee. Audra has gotten her coffee and she's stirring it at the little stand-up table. And Allie's just looking at her because she can't stand her, right? Can't stand Audra. So Audra says, Allie's picking up her stuff. She's like, I'm out of here. I don't even want to be around this chick. Oh, no, don't go. Going so soon? Allie hurried up when she heard, Audra hurried up with stirring her coffee and turning around because she heard Allie leaving. She was going to just let Allie look at her. Mm-hmm. Look at me, stirring my coffee. Look at me. So she goes, no, leaving so soon? Please, don't leave. I hate drinking my coffee alone. I insist. First of all, even though I love what Allie did to her, first of all, I would have stood up and said, I insist that you drink your coffee alone. I insist. So Allie kind of eases back into her seat and says, well, if you insist. And Audra's like, so tell me, how did you and Noah get to know each other? Did you? And I would say, you know what? I have made it a habit not to discuss exes with exes or currents with exes. Because how you and Noah and I met are none of your business whatsoever. But she goes, well, we met through, she gives them a short story through mutual acquaintance and blah, blah, blah. We hit it off and we've been together ever since. Well, I know, Noah, goodness, the artsy type, he's so flighty, he's this, he's that. And she's just talking, I know Noah, And so then Allie's like, well, you don't know him very well then, because the Noah you just explained, it's not the Noah Newman I know, the broody type, the this, the that. It's not the Noah Newman I know. He's talented. Because he must have given up art, like his love. She goes, no. Then you honestly don't understand art either, or Noah, because his nightclub is a work of art. It's his expression in art. He hasn't given it up at all. Well, I just know, how it can be, with us, we were just so volatile, so fiery, so, ooh. Like she's remembering a sex scene or bed scene with her and Noah. Ooh. And Noah, Allie looked at her and she says something Audra said but I don't suppose, you and him, you're probably what? She didn't say the word predictable, but the word she used to throw at Allie as to what she and Noah must be like, because it's not like boring, predictable, kind of something like that, right? And Allie said, you know what? Cut the crap. Or I see right through you. And I understand. She goes, no, no, I didn't mean it as an insult. She goes, that's exactly how you meant it. And I see right through you. And so in so many other words, Allie was telling her, you won't get a rise out of me. I am confident with my relationship with my boyfriend, and you and I are not friends. Okay. And Allie collects herself after she puts her in her. That is not what I mean. She goes, no, I know exactly what you meant. I know exactly what you meant. And Allie's just sitting there like, oh, I guess she wasn't the pushover that I thought she would be. See, remember, Allie told Devon, I pride myself in being able to read people. I pride myself in that. That's one of my talents. So she read this pretty, nice mannered, mild mannered. She's thinking Asian chick. I'm gonna run right over her. Allie pretty much sat up and let her know I'm an Abbott chick. I'm an Abbott. And we Abbott women, we don't take no guff. That's really what she it was great. So we have uh Tessa and Mariah and talking to Noah at the club. And he pretty much, talked to them about Allie. He told them, he's like, um, my ex is back. And they're like, why are you looking like that? Like, and she's back. And they're like, well, look, we'd be worried if you weren't so into Allie. And he goes, no, no, Allie is great. Allie and I are fine. He's like, but he went in and just let him know she's trouble. She acts out. When she doesn't get her way, she has these tantrums. She just goes off and she just wants to, whatever she wants, she will destroy anything to get it. And he's like, and Mariah's like, oh, she got to go then. Whoa, no. And he's like, no. He goes, no, I don't. It's not that I have feelings for her, but she is trouble. And I'm thinking, okay, there's more to Allie that Noah hasn't said that really meets the eye. That's interesting. There's more to Allie that meets the eye. So anyway, at least he stopped saying, oh no, nothing. It's just somebody from my past. I don't want to talk about her. He actually started talking about her. Actually. So that's good. Started talking about her. Which is good. That way other people won't fall for her snow job. Like she thought she was snow jobbing Nikki. Nikki, that child no more snow job Nikki Newman than anybody, but she thought she did, right? She thought she did. So now we go to Nate and Elena. They meet each other at the park. They see each other at the park. And Elena just has this terrible look on her face, this look like, oh no, oh no. Not, oh no, it's just, I'm sad that this is coming to this. Gotta send this quick text. Hold on for a second. So anyway, she goes, we see the next scene, they're in their house, their old apartment, their old penthouse. And Nate is like, look at this. This is where we had our happiest moments. Look, remember here is where I did this and that. And Elena, she's in kind of eyes are teary and she's looking, and because she loves Nate and she was happy with Nate. And she goes, yeah, I remember. So he's trying to let's just move back in. Let's work on the relationship. Let's make a pact that we will leave our careers aside. We'll leave our careers at the door and they won't affect us in here. And she's looking at him like, how's that supposed to work? Because all you want to, Mr. Power Hungry, is talk about what great idea you want to implement today, what idea you want to try to do today, how you feel about people not thinking your ideas are so great today. I mean, all Nate wants to talk about is himself. I don't recall Nate in the past few months even asking her how any interesting cases at the hospital. Who'd you save today? What's happening? How's your patients? Nothing. Because it's all about Nate, Nate, Nate. So there's a knock on the door. And Elena's like, are you expecting someone? And he's like, no, because he's thinking I ain't even supposed to be here. You know, I saw you at the park. Guess who it is? Oh, hi, Nate. I need to talk to you about. As she walks her way past him, Victoria. I'm like, wait a minute. You already met him earlier at the park. He called you on the phone from the park, which is where Elena saw him, and that's how they started talking. And now you're tracking him down at his house, his penthouse. How did you even know he was there, chick? How'd you even know he was there? He never told you. Oh, I called and you weren't picking up. And Elena's just looking at her. And he's like, no, I've been in the middle of something. I haven't been answering my phone. Oh, well, I needed to talk to you, but I can come back later if now is not a good time. What do you mean if now is not a good time? He told you he and Elena have been having problems. He is talking to Elena. He has not been answering the phone at all. Do you think now's a good time, Victoria? Or not? Do you think? And he goes, yeah, now's not a good time. Like, yeah, we'll hook up later, right? And so Elena goes, no, you know what? You guys can talk. I'm gonna go. And he goes, Elena, can we meet back up later? And she goes, I'll call you. And he's looking like, call you? Okay. So Elena leaves and Victoria's like, I hope everything's okay. Victoria's Victoria. Then she goes right back on what she wants to know. She wants to in-depth. I want the in-depth IPO plans on what she plans. I mean, she just going on and on and on. And Nate's like, fine, right? So they end that scene with them pretty good because it was a stupid scene. It didn't need to happen, right? So then we get to Elena's at the coffee house. So Victoria obviously have left their penthouse. What does Victoria have to do? Walk over to her. Hi, Elena, can I sit? And Elena's looking like, sure. Victoria sits down as entitled as Victoria Newman is. Goes on and on about, listen, Nate is very ambitious. He's this, he's that. And, sometimes, you have to work through personal things, but Nate understands how the game is played. And Elena looked at her and she said, now you finally, you've said it. And Victoria's like, what did I say? She goes, the game. This is a game. And Elena gets up, she walks away. And Victoria's sitting in the chair thinking, what's wrong with the word game? I'm only messing with the man's life. I mean, we're only doing something illegal that can cause us both to go to jail. It's only going to separate him from his entire family for years to come. What's wrong with the word game? Oh my goodness. See, Victoria has already rationalized. Catherine Chancellor originally left this company to my father. So that this company is our company. It belongs to Newman. And I'm getting ready to set things right, even though my father sold it. My father sold it. He doesn't need it, didn't want it. But no, it belongs to us. So that justifies everything she's doing. This belongs to us. So I said, you know what? Hopefully the writers do something worthwhile with the twist, which I do think so, because already Tucker is putting that twist in. And the Audra really working for Tucker is already putting the twist in. This is not Newman checkmate game over time. It is not. This is going to be interesting the way this goes down. So I'm really happy about that. So then we have Billy coming into Chancellor Winters, and he's getting ready to walk by the reception desk, and you hear this voice, well, good morning, Mr. Abbott. And he stops walking and his eyes light up and he looks and he goes, Esther. And actually, and when the camera is facing her, Esther had the biggest smile on her face. It was so adorable. And he goes, is this you? She goes, I work here now. He goes, well, good. Congratulations. You are, I mean, like, you're a welcome addition here. And she's just smiling. And Esther has to pick up her dust broom, her little dust mop. Like, girl, you're not the maid there. You're not the janitor. So that place will be dust free as long as Esther Valentine is working there. So she goes, are you going to see the boss? And he goes, that I am. And she goes, okay. And she picks up some files and she picks up her dust mop and she goes, follow me. And she announces Billy to Lily. She had such pride. Oh my goodness. I loved seeing that. I really, really did. And so she walks in, she goes, Lily, or she calls her Miss Winters. I forget what she calls Lily. Is Lily now Winters or is she still Ashby? I guess I'd have to listen to that again, but it's not that important. So if anybody knows, tell me, is Lily Winters? Did she go back to Winters after the divorce with Kane, or is she still Ashby? Because of her kids are still Ashby's. I don't know, but tell me. So she goes, here's your files you requested. And I hope you don't mind. I got here a little early and I did a little dusting, to make sure the place. And Lily's like, well, thank you, Esther, but you don't have to do that. No, I know I don't, but it's my pleasure. And she really meant it. That just made me smile. It really did. It made me smile so much to see Esther with the pride in her work, right? So then we have now Billy goes in, or he's already there because Esther took him in, and he and Lily were talking. And for once, they let a cat out of the bag early for us. Billy is leaving Chancellor Winters. I guess that was a conversation that he and Lily had later that night, or more of the conversation, because they really didn't show us. He didn't know. The last thing we knew is he didn't know what his journey was going to be. So I guess they decided, or he decided, his journey was not Chancellor Winters. And after the IPO, he is going to step down as COO. And he said, look, I know I would love to, I could find the replacement for you, but I know you would want to do that on your own. And she says, yes, absolutely no. I want to handle hiring my own COO. And they're kissing. I mean, this is actually going to be better for them. Really, they don't need to be that close working together. And so they're still kissing it like this is not affecting the way we feel about each other at all. I mean, and she goes, but just do me a favor, please keep it under. He goes, no, no, no. I will keep this under wraps because I know us going public, we need to show a strong, strong managerial staff, a strong leadership at the top, executive staff, actually, is in place and they're solid. He goes, I won't say anything until the IPO is done. She goes, oh, I'm going to miss you, but okay, okay. So, then they're kissing and now we have Devon comes, Nate comes, no, Audra comes and Nate comes. Now everybody's there for the meeting. Nate comes running in, and Devon is like, where you been? And he's like, oh, I had a meeting out. And Devon's just looking at him like, you've got a lot of meetings out. You're my COO, and I know we don't have that much on the docket that you've got meetings out like, but whatever. Devon doesn't really say too much about it because whatever, Nick, whatever. So they are talking about the meeting. They're making headway. Audra has already sent them all emails, drafted up the plans. She's moved the timeline up. Everything is good to go. She's very, very thorough. And now one thing that we may know is Audra on her own may not be that thorough, but with all of Tucker's resources, that might be helping her be that thorough, you know. Although I am absolutely not saying that someone, you know, of her age cannot be very brilliant at their job. Because now one thing Noah said was when they were together, she had her business degree, even though that's not what the way she explained it. After art didn't work out to make her parents happy, she went to business school. That's the way she explained it. But Noah's like, she had her business degree and art wasn't working out. So she fell back on what she had, which, oh, okay. So they're happy with everything that she's done. Everything is a go. And they're still mid-meeting. And guess who just walks right through the door? Elena. She just walks right in the middle of this meeting. And Nate's like, Elena. And they look. And so she goes, Nate, I need to speak to you. And he goes, well, no. He stands up. Look, now is not a good time. And Lily's like, hey, Elena, listen, you're the first to know that we're finalizing the plans of our IPO. And I'm thinking, Lily, mom's the word, Chet. Mom's the word. I mean, you're just assuming Nate told, well, look, what you don't know is Nate telling everybody else. But okay, you know. And Elena just looks at her. And so she goes, no, Nate, what I have to say is very important. And Devon's like, well, are you sure you wouldn't like to talk? Well, we're all friends here, Elena. What do you have to say? And I'm thinking, tell them, Elena, tell them. But nah, you know she didn't. And he stands up. Well, Elena, look, we're almost done. Why don't you meet me in my office? Meet me in the office, okay? And she goes, no, I need to speak with you right now. This motorcycle going by. I need to speak with you right now. And so they're like, Nate, go ahead, take a few minutes, right? So she takes him out into the hallway, outside to the other side of the room, and they're talking. And she's pretty much breaking up with them, telling them goodbye. And she's like, what you're doing to your family, I cannot stand here and watch. I cannot support it. That dream you said, you know, at the penthouse, that's not me. I cannot walk through the door and not talk to the person I love about medicine or want to really hear about their day. That's not me, and that would never work. And you know it would never work. And she said, so then she says, no, he goes, well, I'm surprised since you don't like it so much. I'm surprised you didn't tell them all in the meeting. And she goes, I thought about it. But she says, I couldn't do that to you. And in my mind, I'm thinking, why not? He's doing it to everybody else, but you couldn't save other people you love, you know? But I guess she likes, and he's the man she loves. Is that it? Okay, Elena, okay. So she lets him know. Remember my friend that had the job offer in Boston? I called her. They still have a position. They have a position open, and they still want me for it. And he said, wait, what? Because first she goes, no, I'm leaving. And he goes, okay, you know what? Some time away is good. A little bit. No, Nate, you're not understanding me. I'm leaving Genoa City for good. And he's like, what? No. And she goes, and that's when she went into her friend and the job. And he goes, so it's a done deal? She says, no, I have to interview. But after I interview, I'm pretty sure they're definitely going to make me an offer. And he's like, Elena, no. And she goes, I can't stay here. I can't watch this. The man that I fell in love with is no longer you. You are money hungry. You are so willing to just betray your family. And I can, and with all these conversations, you know what I thought? I thought, oh my God, they're going to show Esther with her duster right around the other end of the wall, hearing the whole thing. That's what I thought was going to happen, because they brought Esther there for a reason, right? And Esther, to me, would be the one that's going to accidentally fall upon this news. And it didn't happen. Doggone it. So anyway, she kisses him. She actually touches his face and she kisses him and she tells him, I love you, but this is me saying goodbye. And she walked away. He's like, Elena, no, Elena. And he's just standing there like, what just happened? That wasn't one of my good ideas. That wasn't my plan. I didn't figure this could happen with me being on this path, because I have such good ideas and I think things through and I know how things are going to work out. Huh? I've lost the woman that I love? What? And I don't have the chick that's boosted my ego, telling me everything I do is gold, that I got the Midas touch. She ain't been around. What? All I have is Victoria 6 times a day making me give her updates, because I'm already working for her, huh? So he walks into the meeting room. And look, they go back to those sitting in the meeting room. We got Billy, Devon, Lily, and Audra all sitting in their seats like, huh, how long is this going to last? We're just we were just sitting there idly waiting for Nate. It was hilarious, right? So Nate comes in the room because he's all broken up. This was a punch to the gut for him, right? And he knew he couldn't play it off. So he walks in and he just says, Lily and Devon, I really need to speak to you privately. And they're looking at him, and that's where it ended, right? If you think Nate is going to come clean, everybody, think again. Think again. What Nate will probably do, especially since Elena is leaving town, and Elena just told me she's taking a job in Boston. I thought we were just taking a quick break. And she's leaving me, the woman. Oh, I think that's the angle he's going to play. He's not going to say why they had to separate. And Devon, with her being out of town, Devon's not going to be able to talk to her anymore, because she knows she's just this close to telling Devon, right? But I think that's what he's going to. They're going to say, what's going on, Nate? And I think he's going to tell them that. And they will feel bad for him hearing that news. Devon is not going to buy that Elena walked away that easily without it being more, but Devon can't prove it, and Nate's gonna be upset. So that's my guess. That is honestly my guess. I can't wait to see what happens. But that is it. Please, you know what I forgot? I keep forgetting to say this in the beginning. If you are not subscribed to this channel, subscribe, please, so that you can get notifications. And so that Google can see I have people that are subscribed and really liking the channel. So please subscribe. Let's go to comment corner. Okay, we got some good comments. Robin says, even if Tucker's plans to do something dirty, I like him. He has jazzed up the show. Me too. Look. He could be trying to do some insider trading and some espionage. I'm cool with that, because it's Tucker McCall. And at least it's not the Newmans. Okay, I'm cool with that. So we have Annette. Annette says, bring back Hillary. I liked her. So sad many good ones leave us wanting more. Actually, I liked the character Hillary 100 times better than Amanda. 100 times better. The writing for Amanda was so bland, so boring. And then when they brought in this, I gotta find my long lost mother storyline, they did not let that actress live up to her full potential. Her potential, Hillary was a little selfish. Hillary was unpredictable. Hillary could not be contained. She was just her own little force to be reckoned with. And she kept Devon on his. Oh my goodness, that woman kept Devon on his toes. So I really, really liked the character of Hillary. I really liked the writing. I liked the friction between Lily and Hillary. I just really, really did. So yeah, and then Annette says, bring back Amanda. I guess she's like, you know what, I don't care. Could be Hillary, could be Amanda, but we know Hillary's dead. But bring back the actress. Look, let me tell you what happened. They were triplets, everybody. They were triplets. Naya, on her deathbed, is going to reveal she didn't just have twins. She had triplets that she gave up for adoption. That's the way they look. And let's bring the actress back that's played Hillary and Amanda. I think it's Michelle something or other. Let's bring her back feistier and stirring up some stuff. Let's bring her back, right? Not wanting to care about and a mother that gave her away and want to now become a well, I could say that. But anyway, now we have Deedles. Deedles said, daily recap lady, I can't wait to hear your commentary on October the 13th episode. That's tomorrow's episode. Okay. You're going to love it. You're making me want to see it when you do that. Oh my goodness. I wait. I watch it on Paramount Plus. I have to be able to get good pictures. Okay. Plus, I need to make sure it's already aired. Oh my goodness, but I can't wait now. What happened? So, and Robin says, I can't wait either. Robin, you too? You looked ahead too? Oh my goodness gracious. And then Dito says, does anyone know or recall who Tucker's father is? Catherine had an affair. Oh, I forget who they said Tucker McCall's father was, but it did come out. It was someone that Catherine had an affair with. Was it while she was married to her husband? Or I think it was while she was married to her husband, right? And then I keep thinking about a comment a friend made of mine. She said that Tucker kept looking at the photo album. He was looking at Jack Abbott's picture. Some people have speculated that Tucker is really Kyle's father, but I don't think so. What if John Abbott was Tucker's father? No, that wouldn't be any type of incest with Ashley. Ooh, yikes. John Abbott was not Tucker's father. Because John Abbott is not her biological father. That's true. John is not Ashley's biological father, but Catherine and John, there was never, ever between those friends an inkling of ever there being any type of romantic thing between them. But that would be interesting if John Abbott would be Tucker McCall's father. So they said it, but I don't know how they tied Tucker McCall in as Catherine's child. So that is the comments from Comment Corner. Now you all have me just salivating over tomorrow's episode. I can't wait to see it, and I can't wait to come back for another daily recap of The Young and the Restless.